Okay, good. Oh, I've just remembered who you are. You, you like my voice, don't you? You got all those tingles just from my voice. Yeah. So how have your tingles been? It is amazing. It's quite interesting, really, because usually Scouse accents get slated, and they usually get like overemphasized and things like that. Well, you like it, and it gives you the tingles. Maybe it's because it's kind of like Scouse light. I'm pretty sure I could just talk about anything to you, couldn't I? Like the music I'm listening to. Oh, the eyes. You mean those? I do my makeup slightly differently today. It's when I look at you, isn't it? And that big smile. There we go. Do you know what? I need a headband, but then it looks hilarious because there's just like a big load of like hair behind my head. I'm like constantly like doing this with it. Like I'm always that's why I'm always messing with it because it's like it's so thick. It won't like do what I want it to at the moment. I think it's because it's going through like a funny growth phase. Like at this point, I'm like I want to tuck behind my ear. You like it when I'm playing with my hair. I'm like I am always doing stuff to it. I brush it like something like 3 or 4 times a day. Sometimes even like when I'm chatting, I'm just like la 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 la. Don't mind me, just like brushing my hair with my fingers. It's so thick. It can be quite difficult to get with the brush, and you've got to be really careful with it as well because like it's so thick. Like if you've got like a little tat in it, you end up like yanking your hair. What? Doing that? Is that getting the tingles? Yeah, my personality has changed. Recently. You are right with what you noticed. Like I was trying to like lift weights and stuff. That sounds so funny, like trying, and I can do it. It's just it makes me like quite aggressive because like it ups my testosterone and stuff, like it does for most people. But I don't think that my brain perceives it like in a good way. So I ditched the weights. Ah, cool. So I ditched the weights. That's another thing I did. Was like it sounds awful, but I stopped exercising, like consciously exercising, and then just started like doing things like more housework, which is pretty much just like low intensity cardio. Um, and I think my body prefers that. And my body prefers like washing the dishes. I don't like washing the dishes, but like that's what it prefers. It prefers like mopping the floors and things like that, which I actually don't mind. Strange, but I don't mind mopping floors. And like just generally like keeping things like cleaner and tidier and like nicer to look at. It's not like the place was a state before. It's just I'm like doing it when it doesn't necessarily need to be done. Like just cause I want to do it. Which sounds weird, doesn't it? It sounds silly, but I always find that when I look back on time, that there's a pattern that emerges, and that pattern is that like when I do like more what are probably like traditionally feminine things, like my body appreciates it more, and when I try and do like I don't know like lifting weights and things like that, like and I know plenty of women do that, it's just like my body doesn't like it. It gets all grumpy with me, and I technically end up putting on like more weight because of it. And I'd rather just be like flexible and floaty than like driven and focused. Yeah, it's been a lot of looking inwards and like looking back through time, because like obviously like, you know, I'm pretty sure people do the same thing like again and again and again, like through like let's say 7, 10 years, and they're like, actually that's a pattern. And I'm like, the pattern is my body just doesn't seem to like weights. Even a 6 kilo weight in one arm it doesn't like. And I'm like, well, what's the point? What's the point in doing weights if it's going to be less than that? Like, I'll get bored really quickly. Yeah, and I'm still going because this has literally just been something that's developed over like the last 8 weeks. Um, what tends to happen is, like, honestly, the body fat tends to go down. When I do weights, the body fat tends to go up. So when I ditch the weights, I start eating like plant-based. The body fat goes down, and it's not like a like I'm trying thing. It's more like a byproduct of me chilling and relaxing more. I can still focus when I'm chilled and relaxed. Like, I'm chilled and relaxed now and I'm focused on you. But I don't have as much like drive behind it. Okay, testosterone. So because of that, like the body fat tends to go down with it. So if you like see changes again, like down the line, don't worry or anything. Like, hey, I'm the hard work's actually been all up here. I've always thought about hard work like physical, but a lot of it's been mental. Like getting the balance right. I don't mind. You can choose.